If you don't take care of your body, it's not going to take care of you. That's why every week we slow it down, open up the hips, open up the shoulders, get ready for another week. Let's get after it. So good morning. Today's active recovery session, active mobility, whatever you want to call it, 20 minutes. We're going to open up the hips better than we need to. Get ready for the rest of the week. 5 movements, 4 rounds, 20 minutes. 5 movements are, number 1 is going to be what we call a runner's lunge push-up. So you can start yourself in a plank, take one leg outside the hands, and then all we're going to do is drop the chest, raise the chest, drop the chest. You're going to get a good pull on that front hamstring, back hip flexor. We've got 30 seconds per side. Movement number 2 is less of a movement and more of just a hold. We're going to come into our passive squat. Feet underneath the hips, relax down, hang out there. The third one is our dead hang. So make sure you got your pull-up bar out, or somewhere else that you can hang on a tree or a branch or on a play structure, a beam, whatever. We can go palms out, palms in. You can mix it up. You can do 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 50 seconds, whatever you want. From there, 2 more movements. Second last one is our tabletop, which looks something like this, but you can rock into it back and forth, dropping the hips, sending them back forwards. And then our last one is going to be our standing pancake. So hamstring and adductor stretch here. Nice wide stance with the feet. You're going to hinge at the hips, maintaining a neutral spine. If you can't reach the floor, you can just put something else on the ground that you can use to support yourself while we're opening the hips. So let's get her moving. Let's heal up the bodies so that the rest of the week we are ready to push the intensity. So hit that thumbs up button, clear up your space. Let's do it. Let's get our tunes on here. Okay, nice calm music for today. 10 seconds, team. Starts in our runner's lunge push-up. We're going 30 seconds per side, starting your plank. Step out front. And we're just rocking. Wow, that's tighter than this side. Just bringing the chest towards the floor and up. The range of motion is not going to be huge. And just try to breathe here. You might feel pretty tight right in the front of the hip. Might be underneath. Wherever you feel it is perfect. We're going to go 30 seconds here. We're counting up like that. You can handle that. Focus on the breathing. Nice and easy. And as I was saying, don't crush range of motion. Switch sides if you haven't. Nice and easy, just breathing. You might notice that one side is looser than the other. On subsequent rounds, feel free to spend more time on the tight side. All right, another 10 seconds and we're coming into our passive squat, Paleo Squat. 3, 2, 1. So your goal here is to keep the heels on the floor, maintain your arches, so we're not letting the knees collapse in or let the feet turn out so much the knees collapse in. Maintaining those arches, so if you can reach down and put your hands basically under your feet a little bit, we're doing well. If this is really challenging, hold on to a counterbalance. So a weight or a dog or a table leg, whatever you need to stay upright. And if this is easy, then just come to an upright, a little more active position, and then relax. Active, relax. We're gonna go to our hang in 15 seconds here. Active, relaxed. 10, moving over to the pull-up bar. And we're gonna hang. Just trying to relax the shoulders. 3, 2, 1, go. Just nice and easy. I'm not really sure what's happening on that clock. I guess we might just be counting up for 20 minutes. I don't think I set that appropriately, but here we are. So just nice and relaxed, the shoulders just hanging. You notice my feet are on the ground. Forgot about that. So if you want to ease in, remembering we have 4 rounds of this. You can start with your feet on the ground. You can lift them. You can break this up. You can do 10 seconds and come on down. You can do 2 sets of 10, you can do a 20, whatever works. That's 40. Curious to see what I've done with the clock here. Yeah, press the wrong button. 10 seconds, we're coming to our tabletop. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, so in a all fours position, hands and feet are on the ground. You can just rock back and forth. You can even come forwards, open up the shoulders into extension a little bit, or hips up, hips down. This is our tabletop. Grab to tabletop. Just loosening things up, opening up the shoulders, extending the hips. Remember, we spend a lot of time, most of us spend a lot of time sitting, and the hips spend a lot of time closed like this. And the more you can work on opening those hips, really squeezing the butt, push the hips up to the ceiling, the more relief you're gonna get from those tight hip flexors. 10 seconds, we're going to standing pancake. It's a nice wide stance, hinging over to open the hamstrings and adductors, wide stance, and go ahead. So once again, if you need to put something on the floor in front of you so that you can maintain your position, feel free. If you have the mobility and you can do it with a neutral spine, you can take your hands to the floor, and we can break this up as well if you need. Oh, I might need a mat for this, but the feet are sliding. We're getting into the splits here almost. That's coming up on 30. So just do what's accessible. We're not gonna be crazy out of breath today, right? It's not gonna be an intensity issue. It's just gonna be, really, you can push it here. Do what's accessible. Find your range of motion, find some tension, and try to move through it a little bit. 10 seconds, we're going on to round 2. Back to our lunge, our running lunge, runner's lunge, push up. 3, 2, 1. All right. So back into that lunge stance. Nice long plank, take one foot out in front. And we're just bringing the chest towards the ground and back. Try to keep that front foot planted when you do the push-up. Try not to let it roll over. We're going 30 seconds per side. You could even bring that inside elbow to the knee. There's 30. Let's switch. Try that. Just take that inside elbow to the floor and then back up. Inside elbow to the floor and back up. Should be starting to loosen up a little bit here. All right, we're going to our Paleo Squat. 3, 2, 1. All right, feet are back underneath the hips. And we're just relaxed down here. We take this opportunity to focus on the breathing. Trying to come in the mouth, in the nose, out the mouth. The words don't seem to be coming out of me well this morning. It happens. In the nose, out the mouth. You want to work harder. Pull the chest up. Make it active. Otherwise, passive is good. This is the human poop position. If you struggle with this position, we've got hip issues, right? So this is something that you want to spend time in, whether we're doing active recovery or not. If this is an uncomfortable position, spend more time in it. Get on the floor. We do this at least 2 minutes every day to start out. All right, next is our dead hang. 5. Back to the pull-up bar. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go palms back on this one with a chin-up grip. Same idea. If you can just focus on the breathing here, in the nose, out the mouth. Hang is an essential tool. Great for opening up the shoulders, building grip strength. And really, once again, just building capacity for real life stuff. We talk about this on the channel a good deal, that if your training doesn't transfer, it doesn't carry over to real life, what's the point? right? If you're training just to look aesthetically pleasing, then you might be missing the point, and life is going to be potentially more challenging because we're not building capacities that transfer over, that are applicable to real life. That's 10 seconds left. And we're coming back to our tabletop. 3, 2, 1. Back on all fours. And rocking the hips up or even holding. Let's try that for a little bit. We're just going to hold the hips up high and breathe. Same thing in the nose, out the mouth. Keep those hips up, butt squeezed hard. How we feeling so far, team? That's 30 seconds. Butt should start to burn here if you're keeping it up. Push into those heels. Push, push, push. Next is our standing pancake in 20. Breathe in, keep pushing those hips up. Ten seconds. All right, transition to that standing pancake. I might get a mat out here. 3, 2, 1, go ahead, wide stance, and hinge at the hips. This neutral spine, you could even do some wide stance good mornings. Just sending the hips back. I'm gonna hang out here now. Once again, you can do this on an object. If you don't have the range to come to the floor with a neutral spine. 30 seconds. We'll be starting round 3. Keep that breathing steady. Ten seconds. Back to our runner's lunge push-up. Keep the mat here. 3, 2, 1. So once again, one foot outside the hands. Lift that back knee. You can drop the elbow or even just drop the chest. And just alternate. Chest down. Chest back up. Try to sink into each one of those. Switch sides, that's 30. Really drop that chest down. Think about taking a full exhale bottom. When you exhale, try to sink a little bit lower every time. 10 seconds, we're back in our passive squat. Thanks for those reactions, team. 3, 2, 1. Hips will thank you for doing this. You know, this is the type of session that people tend to skip, right? Instead of taking action or an active recovery day, they will take a rest day. And we'll talk about this more after the workout, but when you take a rest day, you break the habit, right? We are all about maintaining consistency with our habits so that they build, right? A habit is something that happens automatically without thought. And if I take rest days, then I am more likely to skip. I am more likely to fall off my habit creation. And the more times I take off a day, the more likely I am to fall off and have to work to get back on. So even if you don't crush yourself every day, which would probably be a bad idea, we move every day and hanging, right? And one reason why we move every day, one, we use this as an active recovery day, take care of the body. So instead of taking a rest day where you, who knows, we intentionally move to improve our positions and our how our body feels. But at the same time, and maybe more importantly, as I keep saying, it's this habit. It's the system of moving every day and maintaining the mindset that I can do this every day, and by doing so every day, it becomes easier because it becomes the thing that I do, and I become the person that just gets up early and takes action. And if you're new to the live stream, just watching the workout here, after the workout, all right, we're back to our tabletop. After the workout on the live stream, we do an hour of homework. All right, tabletop. An hour of homework, and that's just work towards our most important goals. And if we take a rest day, we're breaking that habit as well. So the whole point is to maintain consistency with the system so that our goals keep making progress, getting attention, and we stay on our fitness habit. So this type of day, this active recovery day, makes it much easier to maintain the routine and stay consistent because we're not crushing ourselves every day and getting to a place where you have to rest. Taking care of our bodies. All right, we're going to tabletop. Pancake again so that we can keep training. And go ahead. And at the same time, using the routine of getting up early and moving the body to stack the habit of daily action on our goals. If you haven't been to the live stream, if you haven't been here with us on live stream before, exercise is half of our goal, right? The other half, and maybe even more important half, is the homework. And I can't say more important because the two go together. When you exercise, you clear your mind. Your body becomes calm, and you have clarity. You can use that clarity to take action on your goals or action on whatever requires your attention. So think about it. Consider joining the whole system. Take action on your goals in your life. All right, last round coming up here. Coming back into our lunge push-up. 3, 2, 1. All right, last round, team. So step that foot outside the hands and just work the chest towards the ground. Maybe just stay there on this one. That's tight. Yeah, that's much harder if you want to just stay at the bottom instead of coming up and down. Keep that back knee off the ground. Wow. And that's 30, switch sides. This is the tight side for me, so I'm hanging out a little longer. And then switch. This side is not as tight for me, personally. Another 15 seconds, and we're coming back to our Paleo Squat. Feel free to drop feedback in the comments here on how do we like these active recovery movements. 2, 1, back to our squat. Whether these are challenging, whether you feel better afterwards or not. One way that I like to think about an active recovery day and whether it's a success or not is by the time you're done, do you kind of feel like good enough to go and do a workout? Like you're motivated, the body feels kind of warmed up and nice and ready to go. I'd say that's the sign of an adequate, or successful active recovery day. Is you feel like you want to go work out. I'm getting there. All right, another 20 seconds, and then we are going to our hang. Last round here, team. 10 seconds. We move around a little bit in that squat. Assuming it should feel a little bit better now than the first round. 3, 2, 1, and hang. Last hang. Once again, try to focus on relaxing, easing the breath. Slowing it down. Nice relaxed shoulders. Just hanging. Trying to open up any tension in the shoulders. You can see I like to go a little side to side here. Just nice and relaxed and dangling. 30 seconds.
Life pulled us apart, left me talking to the dark. If I called you tonight,
as I'm mentioning, if you are here on the live stream, make sure you hang out afterwards as we'll talk homework, take action on the things that are most important to us. All right, we're coming on to our last 2 minutes. Back to our tabletop, second last. Back on all fours and work those hips up. You know what? Let's hold it again. I like that one. Squeeze the butt, tilt the pelvis. Those reactions. Thanks, team. Press up hard into the hands. Open up the chest a little bit. Keep pushing. May not be high intensity, but it's not easy. 20 seconds. Keep squeezing the butt. 10. We've just got our one set of standing pancake left. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Neutral here. Morning, Tasharia. Got a good active recovery session here today. Leave that body feeling better than we started to get after next week of training. Don't neglect taking care of your body. Another 40 seconds or so and we are through it. And remember, next step is homework. Build the life that you want. 20 seconds. 15. Last few seconds, last couple breaths. And there we go. Look, it's just still counting. I did not set that right. All right, fantastic job. I'm gonna have to stop this. As I mentioned here, this is our active recovery day. Once a week, we bring the intensity down a little bit, take care of the body so that we can keep training. Otherwise, the potential for falling off your routine is huge. If you appreciate this, come train with us every day on the live stream. Hit that thumbs up button. You guys are awesome.